What's happening, party people? It's your guy Damien, and I have a situation here where I have some marks in this leather that I need to get out. Let me bring you guys closer and try to show you. You see those circles? There's a good chance they may not come out, but then there's a chance that they could come out. So what I plan on doing is a few things. I have my LA Awesome Orange mixed with water, probably more 80-20, and then of course I have my rag, but I also have this leather cleaner, which I might try first actually and see how that does, and then there's this other leather cleaner that I'm going to try second probably, and we'll see how that does. The customer let me use these two to try out. She probably have used them before, more than likely, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab my rag and get started with the first cleaner. Alright, so let's see how we do with this. I'm not sure if you can see it that well, but it's still in there. Turn on the light. It's still in there. I'll give it one more go around. Before I try the other thing. Sit on it for a minute. It's kind of working and moving. It's like a bubbly feel. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rub it. Doesn't look like it's doing much of anything. It didn't really do anything. Okay, no problem. We're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna see how this does. Leather CPR. Let's see how we do. That's not doing anything, and I think this one is actually too old, so I'm not even going to really bother with that one. Now we're going to go with my 80-20 mix of LA Awesome and some water. I'm going to be careful and make sure I pay attention and not leave stuff on. Don't want any discoloration. We really don't want none of that, you guys. I'll actually use a brush. Brush, so let's see if I can get in there. Anything either. So in a situation like this, if this leather is not getting clean or these spots are not coming out, next bet would be kind of dyeing. I'm gonna try one more thing with the LA Awesome. I don't really want to go too much into going like non-diluted, because I don't want to discolor the leather. Wipe this up. Well, one thing is that the seat is getting a good scrubbing. Well, it's no go. It still shows. The leather is clean, but you know, it still shows those dots. I don't think those were going to eventually come out anyway. I'm just going to hit it with this because I've used degreaser, and I just want to condition this leather a little bit, because I've used a lot of the degreaser, and I want to be able to take care of it still. So I'll let that sit in for a little bit. This type of thing, you guys, you got to let the customer know and let them know ahead of time that it's more than likely a chance that it may not work or it may not get out, whatever. Just make sure you disclose to customers firsthand right out the gate, because if you don't, then they're going to assume, well, I thought you were able to get it out, you were a detailer, blah blah blah. Yeah, but you have to disclose at first. Unrealistic expectations unrealistic expectations is what the customer doesn't need to have. You need to let them know that. Let me wipe this up. Well, this was a fail, you guys, and hey, these type of things happen in detailing. Most important thing is that I didn't put the leather at risk. I knew exactly what I was doing, and we're just gonna hope that customer understands, which I believe the customer will. Put a little Armor to dress it so it won't be naturally dry. The leather looks thirsty. Give it something to drink, you know? As much as I would like to count this as a fail, I'm not really going to count it as a fail, realistically, because this is something where these things can say, like, for instance, can burn into something. Like, when you get sunburn, you have it for a certain amount of time, but you end up losing it. Some things, like even leather, if you sit it out and it's unprotected, it's gonna discolor throughout time in the sun. It's gonna discolor. So, well, you guys, we tried on this leather. There's no change. We cleaned the heck out of it though. But at the same time, there's no change. Those dots are still in there. And got to let the customer know that that's how that is. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll give you some more videos as time comes. Till then,